Hi, everyone. Each week, I am planning to create a walkthrough video of what is happening for the week and what the expectations are. And this will provide some hints and tips about your assignment completion as well. So for week one, please click on the introduction, check out the learning outcomes. Under resources, we've got some information about preparing for tutoring. Here are some questions for the parent interview. This is not a separate graded assignment. This is not something you need to submit. However, as you meet with the child's parent, if you're not familiar with them already, this can give you some really great insight into what the child's strengths might be and what their needs might be that you can focus on for tutoring. Your tutoring timesheet is going to be really important. You need to keep track of those hours and have a parent or guardian initial those and then sign at the end. So there's your tutoring sheet, so you can get started with that. Here's a more specific overview of what you're doing during tutoring and how you should break down your time. Obviously, you're going to have to work with the parents to see what scheduling works for you. For younger kids, you might need to do shorter sessions, and maybe with older kids. It's summer, so you also may be able to lengthen your sessions for both older and younger kids. A lot of times, if you are doing this during the school year, if the student has been at school for a full day, it may be not as realistic to do an hour and a half after school. So you might have to shorten that if it's during the school year. Okay, so remember for discussion forums, your initial post needs to be submitted on Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. And then you need to reply to 2 peers by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Each week, I go through discussion boards typically on Thursday, and everyone who has completed an initial post on time by Wednesday night will get some type of response from me. I would encourage you, especially on the tutoring check-in forums, to read through the posts of everyone in the class, because there are times when people ask questions or ask for resources, and I will provide some things, and your peers will also provide some great resources that you might be able to use as well. So you're only replying to 2 peers, but it is definitely a really good idea, especially Saturday or Sunday of each week, to go through and read all of the responses to get a full picture and to add to your strategy toolkit. So your introduction forum, I'm sure you've done a ton of these. I need to get to know all of you. You may have been together for a while at this point, but I would appreciate if you would do your introduction. Just give me some information and let me know how you feel about teaching reading and math skills. So a lot of what we're looking at is data-based intervention or a specific skill or strategy for our discussion board. So in the first one, look at, ignore this first sentence right here. I'm actually going to delete this while we're talking. Okay, so we're looking at data-based instruction, data-based interventions. So using the resources provided, you're looking at what are intensive interventions, when do we use those? And then you've got some instructions here. This is a good one to use the IRIS modules. Use the IRIS modules for looking at data-based interventions. Okay. And then the other thing that you're going to look at for this week is submitting your parent or guardian permission to tutor form. If there's something happening and the family you're working with is on vacation or something happens and you can't get that submitted during week 1, please just email me and let me know. So here's the form you are printing out and having them sign, and then here is your submission for that. So this first week is just getting started, getting things ready to go, getting your tutoring set up, and no big assignment, 1 discussion board, and then your tutoring permission slip.